Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Faking the give, now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Watson on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there. Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion right is Jones. Play action, now it's Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Succop's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 75 yards. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. That throw by Brady incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Complete right side to Otten. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On play action, now Brady. Finding Otten once more. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Now a play fake. Brady. He's got Otten. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here's Brady to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Leonard Fournette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point put through by Succa. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before the break, Watson. And here he's got Grant. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On first down, Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Here's a give to Fournette. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Brady now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Succop's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense.
He's got a man complete, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Now back to throw.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
York able to send this one through.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away from the 10. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this 4th quarter.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Brady.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Brady to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. This a long one from 54. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. What a huge takeaway for this defense, the interception on the opening drive of overtime.
What an absolute disaster of a time for his first interception of the game, because throughout the game, he's made sure to keep the ball away from the other team. He's done a nice job of that. Here, the interception pops up, and now on the other side of the field, all they're thinking, get 3, and we go home.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting? We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
On fourth down, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Finding Hunt.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And that's complete to Grant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a pickup of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Watson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, Charles, and that's one Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.